Feeling a little stuck in a creative rut lately? What if I told you there are exciting, new hobbies out there just waiting to spark your imagination and bring more joy into your week? Get ready to discover some truly unique ways to express yourself that you might not have even considered. Hey there, creative souls. Have you ever found yourself staring at a blank canvas, wondering where all your inspiration went? Well, you're not alone. I've been there too, and let me tell you, it's not a fun place to be. But this week, I decided to shake things up and dive into some truly unique creative hobbies. You won't believe what I found. Now, I know what you're thinking. Creative hobbies? Isn't that just drawing and painting? Oh, my friends, we're about to venture far beyond the usual suspects. I'm talking about activities that'll make you see the world in a whole new light, spark your imagination, and maybe even surprise yourself with hidden talents you never knew you had. Let's kick things off with something that connects us directly with nature, even if you're smack dab in the middle of a concrete jungle. Our first stop on this creative adventure? Urban foraging and botanical illustration. Now, before you start picturing yourself traipsing through dark alleys looking for mushrooms, let me assure you, this is all about safe, ethical exploration of the plant life that surrounds us every day. Picture this: you're taking a stroll through your neighborhood, but instead of zoning out or scrolling through your phone, you're on a mission. Your eyes are peeled for interesting leaves, flowers, or even weeds poking through the cracks in the sidewalk. It's like a treasure hunt, but instead of gold, you're searching for nature's hidden gems. Once you've gathered your botanical bounty, always making sure to leave plenty behind and never take from private property, it's time for the real magic to happen. Grab a sketchbook and your favorite pen or pencil, and let's turn those found treasures into beautiful botanical illustrations. Don't worry if you're not Michelangelo, the beauty of this hobby is in the details you notice when you really look at a plant up close. As you trace the delicate veins of a leaf or capture the curve of a flower petal, you'll find yourself entering a state of flow. It's meditative, it's relaxing, and best of all, it connects you to the natural world in a way you might not have experienced before. Plus, at the end of it all, you've got a unique piece of art that tells the story of your urban exploration. But what if nature isn't really your thing? No worries. Our next creative experiment takes us from the physical world to the digital realm, where we'll be all about repurposing and reimagining. Get ready for digital collage and found poetry, two activities that'll have you seeing everyday media in a whole new light. Let's start with digital collage. Think of it as a modern-day, tech-savvy version of cutting up magazines and gluing them back together in new and exciting ways. But instead of scissors and glue, we're using our computers or even our smartphones. The first step is to gather your raw materials, images that speak to you or spark your imagination. Now, I know what you're thinking, but what about copyright? Good news! There are tons of free, attribution-friendly sources out there where you can find amazing images to work with. Websites like Unsplash, Pexels, or even public domain archives are treasure troves of visual inspiration. Once you've got your digital scrapbook assembled, it's time to let your creativity run wild. Mix and match elements from different images, play with colors and textures, and see what stories emerge from your combinations. Maybe that vintage car looks perfect cruising through a galaxy, or that portrait takes on a whole new meaning when combined with elements of nature. The possibilities are endless. But we're not stopping there. While you're diving into the world of digital imagery, why not dip your toes into the waters of found poetry? This is where we take existing text, it could be headlines from old newspapers, snippets from magazines, or even random phrases you come across online, and rearrange them to create something entirely new and meaningful. It's like being a word detective, searching for hidden meanings and unexpected connections. You might start with a pile of seemingly unrelated phrases, but as you play around with their order and combination, suddenly a poem emerges that speaks to your soul. It's a bit like solving a puzzle, but one where you get to make up the rules as you go along. The beauty of both digital collage and found poetry is that they teach us to see the extraordinary in the ordinary. They challenge us to find new meanings in familiar things and to express ourselves using materials that are all around us. Plus, they're perfect for those days when you're feeling creative but maybe don't have the energy for a big, messy art project. Speaking of big and messy, our next creative hobby might seem like the opposite, but trust me, it packs a big punch in a tiny package. Get ready to let your imagination run wild on a small scale with miniature diorama storytelling. Now, before you start worrying about needing fancy materials or artistic skills, let me put your mind at ease. This hobby is all about using what you have and letting your creativity shine. All you need to get started are some basic materials. Think cardboard from that Amazon box you've been meaning to recycle. Pebbles from your garden or the park twigs from your last nature walk, and maybe some craft paint if you're feeling fancy. The magic of miniature dioramas is that they let you create entire worlds in the palm of your hand. Want to build a cozy reading nook? Go for it. Dreaming of a mystical forest scene? The sky's the limit. The key is to focus on creating a scene that tells a story. Maybe it's a moment frozen in time, or perhaps it's a glimpse into a world that exists only in your imagination. As you arrange your tiny elements, you'll find yourself getting lost in the details. How does the light fall in your miniature world? What secrets are hidden in the shadows? What emotions are your tiny characters experiencing? It's like being the director, set designer, and storyteller all rolled into one. The best part? There's no right or wrong way to do this. Your diorama might be a realistic snapshot of everyday life, or it could be a fantastical scene that defies the laws of physics. The only limit is your imagination. And let me tell you, there is something incredibly satisfying about stepping back and seeing an entire world that you created with your own two hands. So, what did we learn from these creative escapades? That creativity is everywhere, just waiting for us to tap into it. Whether we're foraging for nature's art supplies, reimagining digital media, or crafting tiny worlds, the act of creating something new is incredibly fulfilling. These hobbies do more than just pass the time, they like a gym workout for your brain. They help relieve stress by giving you a positive focus, improve your problem-solving skills as you figure out how to bring your visions to life, and lead to self-discovery as you explore new ways of expressing yourself. But here's the real secret: the joy isn't just in the finished product. It's in the process, the exploration, the moments when you surprise yourself with what you're capable of. Each of these hobbies offers a chance to see the world a little differently, to find beauty and meaning in unexpected places. So, I challenge you to step out of your comfort zone this week. Try urban foraging and see what botanical wonders you can discover in your neighborhood. Play around with digital collage and found poetry, and see what stories emerge from the digital ether. Or create a miniature world that tells a tale only you can tell. And hey, don't keep all the fun to yourself. I want to hear about your creative adventures. What unconventional hobbies have you tried? What unexpected sources of inspiration have you found? Share your experiences in the comments below. Who knows, you might inspire someone else to try something new. Remember, creativity isn't a talent you reborn with, it's a muscle you can strengthen with practice. So keep experimenting, keep playing, and keep creating. And if you want more inspiration for thinking outside the creative box, don't forget to subscribe. Who knows what kind of artistic adventures we'll go on next? Until then, happy creating, everyone.